bring us.
Bring
us. Come to me, bring us.
Join
Join Tolaris again. It will go better this time. It will go better, I promise.
I don't know. You don't have to twist my arm. I see a man built like you in a suit like that.
Oh, yes.
There's bound to be opportunities for me there.
Oh, yes. Good Lord.
Oh, yes.
There we go. Oh, yes.
Somebody want to refuse.
Father.
Small. I'm gonna favorite this one. I'm gonna favorite that one.
Come to me, please, Father.
I have to delete some favorites. Hold on. This is very important.
Hello, chat. How are you doing?
Welcome back to Fraction.
This is the cursed faction. It's all, that's the same fucking avatar. What am I doing?
Fraction.
Yes.
Triple bypass.
Yes, good Lord. Get that gyration on. You know. Let's
I guess
go.
I'm turning full body on. There we go.
Don't you have Track Step Plus now? Like, holy shit. This is...
I bought the 3
Welcome to Nirvana. Peak physical fitness. Oh, yes.
I don't like it. This is what peak medical fitness is.
Yes, I had all the edibles.
I took one of every pill in the Nirvana back offices.
Yes. I don't know if I'm able to give you guys this avatar. I think it might be like CR people exclusively, but we'll see.
Father, am I beautiful yet?
Oh, you're growing so big and strong. Oh, look at you.
Thank you, Father.
It's a pleasure to see.
Oh, don't rub my back. The nausea.
It's...
Father, I can't feel my pinky toes.
That is, you're becoming a man already. I haven't felt anything below the waist in 50 years. 50 years? Holy shit, how old am I?
Just like
Yes. Peak Buddha energy. There we go.
with modern medicine.
Yes, modern medicine. Oh, I love them.
Replace parts as they fall off.
These things sit down so beautifully. I love it. Yes. Yes. Son, come sit in my lap, son.
Why do all the other gods bully me, Daddy?
Don't worry. You'll grow up big and strong one day. You'll get your birth, my beautiful child.
Thank you, Daddy. Will you pass me another milkshake fry?
Of course, yes. Just get in the fucking fridge. Whoa!
Save some for me, Daddy.
Oh, yes.
Can we please show up as these characters?
No, we've got to load in. We've got to load in. But like, if you want to like not.
Oh wait, I'm talking about CR.
Oh fuck yeah, CR we could do. Yeah, sure, go ahead. I need to fucking quickly change the title of this fucking stream. Oh, that's something I forgot to do. I always forget. I was too busy in the fridge. There we go. Shit. Det du en sten. Jeg
Tukan sta. Sit. Su. Dimo. Iknai. Shin. Dusta. Vet. Shinun. Tai. Diameta. Flint. Tumasta. Jin. Tu. Kaina. Ah. Genu. Genu. Sai. Food. Die. Deep one. Deep one. I am hungry again. It has been a long time since you saw fit to call me from my bed, deep one. You call me to action, I am sure. My bloodline. All are kind. Thank you for what you have taught to Dhuros. That are heritage. That our ancestors' labors should be used in such a way. Truly, we are blessed to have you to call on for aid, to watch over us. These Archways, deep one. The survivors from Latefoot, Adwick, Mirin. Other cities beneath the earth. If I was to utter such things within the caverns of the priesthood, they would doubtless call Dhuros a heretic. They would doubtless I do not want to think about such things. These people of this land have suffered for our failings. A great genocide by this empire afforded to them by relics of our past. It is a story that the council would hold to be pure heresy, lies, that landwalkers would even be able to understand the faintest traces of our past. It is a great shame that of all the things for these people to remember, for all the things for these landers to find, it is the instrument by which children are slain. I will not see this happen again. The purple-skinned one, Mirin's servant, she spoke of creatures of the deep upon the land. If it were any other set of circumstances, I would believe it was a coincidence. Lies. One thing mistaken for another. But between that and the inscriptions that Mirin has found, and the details of my vision, what other can a faithful man draw than these archways connect the land to the deepest parts of the earth? You have sent Dhuros, along with Yorelin and Kidas, here for a reason. I now know what I must do. Deep One, I long for the days that I can be down in the deep and feel your love once again. I know that you wait for us all in the darkest place of this world. And Dhuros will come to you. Upon my blood, I swear. I need to find better clothes. Down into the dark of the land. Beneath the horrible sun that bears down upon us all. Where the strange men in metal walk. Beneath a king whose wisdom I hope to entreat. Relin? Relin? I do not wish to surprise you. Relin, it is I, Dhuros. Relin?
Dhuros.
I hope I have not disturbed you from your slumber.
No, I was just waking up. I was just getting ready for the day. It's a late start for me. How are you doing?
I have been thinking long on what we discovered yesterday. It is what Dhuros must do now is not something that would be smiled upon kindly by the council.
What do you mean?
Dhuros fears that were it up to his elders, he might not be considered the man for this task. But yet I feel compelled nonetheless. Relin,
What makes you think you are not
I
fit for the task? I don't understand.
I am a priest, yes, but still young in my years. I am sure that there are others among our number, wiser and more advanced than I. I may need your help before the day's end. But first, I fear that in the spirit of honesty I must confess. Not the other day I was speaking with Kidas. It was the first time that I managed to speak to the man at length. Relin, you know that I wish for there not to be bad blood between us, but the things that he told me troubled me so.
What did he tell you?
He told me many things, but first I would know the truth on this, if you would be so kind. Is it true that you, one of his guardians, former though it may be, pulled a weapon on a noble, on one of the Dhuros line?
It's so like he does to spin a story towards his gain. I did not pull a weapon on him. Kang said.
I will take the grass if all is the same. This wood is not kind to my skin.
Understandable. I suppose I can join you. I do not want you to sit alone.
so. I think it is
I
best.
spoke of how
No, do go on.
I spoke of how I was protector of Kidas, especially on an expedition to the outskirts of the lost cities when he was doing some research, yes?
That you did, yes. And you told me a
And,
story most
it
strange.
was- Yes, I'm sure. It was during this expedition. He was busy looking at some inscriptions on the wall, where I saw a glowing blue light in the distance. I went to go towards it, and well, it was similar to some kind of marking inscripted on the stone, but it was glowing, and I reached out to touch it, and as soon as I did, it faded. I was panicked, thinking that I ruined the artifact, and I did not want to admit to it. So when I was caught by his other guards, he demanded me tell him what I found. I did not want to, and so he reached to grab me, and I instinctively utilized my more glowing aspects.
I see.
It was a temporary. I blinded him temporarily for a few seconds.
I
Long
see.
enough for me to get out of his grasp and swim away.
You used
Of course, he would say,
the benefit of your blood as a tied guardian to blind a child of the Vidorsat blood.
yes. And it was that reason, to my understanding, that I was outcasted. I slighted their line.
I see.
He, however, says that it was because I released something that was potentially catastrophic. I do not know if it was me who released it or him, but
You say that he blamed you
I do
for
not lie when I say
releasing this thing.
yes.
That is most
that-
curious. Relin, when I spoke to Kidas this day gone, he told the story of a venture deep beneath the waves. A venture to the, how shall we say, outskirts of the lost cities, a deep dive by all stretches. He told me a most peculiar story of him examining some runes upon a wall and turning around and noticing that you were not there. He said he thought it most peculiar, that he would not have sensed your movement within his fin, a disturbance in the water, so to speak. He said that you were gone, that you had strayed off of your own venture. He said the next time that they saw you, you were sprinting back, swimming as fast as your fins could carry you. What was it that drew you away from your band?
I know not. It was
To abandon your charge so deep beneath the waves, Relin, there must have been something that motivated you.
Dhuros, I wish I could tell you. I don't know why I left, I left my post, why I went towards the glowing. I don't. I wish I could tell you. It was more of a feeling than anything that I felt drawn to it. I don't know.
This creature. Kidas tells me that its eye was so large that you could not see the other. So far it was out of sight. I asked him this question, but I would hope to verify this with yourself. By Kidas's recollection, this beast was always there, not summoned by some archway, but lying in wait. How was it that you could come across a creature so large and not be aware of its presence, at least in part? I ask you this.
I do not know.
Out of no small measure of my own fear. For if I am to believe that this creature was so large, that at a distance, out of the sight of Triton eyes, it could sit and stir, and if it at such a distance away was so large that you truly could not see the other eyes, then this thing is a creature of the like no man has ever seen. The scale, the size. I said this to Kidas this day gone. This thing must have been the size of a city. Can you attest?
The roar was heard all the way from the shores of Gradia.
Then it is true. I had hoped at least this part of the story might be an elaboration. A play to his own heroics of sorts.
There was a creature of the deep.
A creature
It was larger than something we had ever seen before, however.
Something so large.
I did encounter more of it. Or maybe perhaps it was the same one.
This I do not know. Please.
When I was outcasted. Once I had been outcast in the lost city, I was not outcast to the outskirts. It was where all outcasts go. It's the center, the deadliest parts, no?
They sent you straight
They
to
send
the
you
heart.
into there and you can't. I managed to skirt around some of the smaller creatures, but there was one that was so large, like Kida said, you could not see one eye and the other in the same field of view. It was the thing that had attacked me.
I am told, Raelin, that following the first emergence, Nerimon was assaulted by smaller creatures. Is this true?
I do not know.
I am sure I do not need to tell you this. But for creatures to be seen outside of the deep is unheard of. We know not for why, but long time we have wondered why it is they stop just beyond the precipice. They do not venture on land. Raelin, you tell me that this creature, so large, had awoken. Something that surely we must have noticed before. And yet we have accounts now, if the purple one is to be believed, of a creature of the deep upon the land, and of a whole swarm approaching Nerimon.
I have heard from others that they also encountered this thing. I believe that the drow is telling the truth.
So,
They encountered a creature of the deep underground.
and they know that that is
On
what
land.
it was. A description, a size.
The description matches a creature of the deep perfectly. It was massive, it had tentacles, and there was a waterway
I see.
underground.
Relin, it has passed my mind that perhaps these archways could connect to the deep city. With the transcription that Mirin had of my own vision, I think that much is sure. Relin, what if
To ease your conscience.
this is a recompense for stirring where our eyes are not meant to go? What if this empire, some other people have walked through these archways to the deepest places of our heritage, and they have learned from there? What if these creatures upon the land is a recompense, a retribution from the Deep One for people straying where they should not? I do not know where I mean to go with these things. But
I know not.
tell me, the story cannot end there. You are in the deep, you saw another, or perhaps the same of this thing once more.
I don't know much, Dhuros. All I remember is I was in the center of the lost cities. Deep within, I had been running from these creatures for I don't know how long. Swimming deeper and deeper, hopefully finding some sort of shelter or end or something, knowing I was going to die. And I ran into this thing. It attacked me.
It attacked you. That happened. A creature that large attacked you.
I don't know how I am alive.
What did it do?
I should be dead.
Did it use tentacles of a sort, or... What is that?
I apologize for the intrusion.
It is a Dryad. You might have heard of them. They are
I have not.
creatures of land.
Hello,
Who?
my name is Dhuros. Nice to meet you. What are?
I am a Dryad. I go by Iandel.
Dryad.
Yes.
Dryad. Oh,
Myself and Raylan are already acquainted. I actually came by seeing that shapes up here, hoping it was you. I had heard some unsettling news about events of an Adwick yesterday and was wanting to know if it had any connection to the sudden appearance of guards all over the swamp. It seemed as if they were looking for myself, Faye.
There were a bunch of guards looking for you and Faye?
That's what I can only assume, as there were guards entering the swamps. One of them even got caught in the traps out there.
this may be the strangest
The only
thing
thing
I
that
have
I'm aware
seen.
of that happened yesterday that was at least involving guards was Arn being detained.
I had heard about that as well. What happened there? What was that all about?
It was a mess. It was a mix-up
Yeah,
in...
shots fired. I'm kind of soaked a little bit.
Relin, her feet are made of trees. Relin,
Dhuros. My mother told me a story when I was young of people on land who are ancient and sacred. People who are made of the land themselves. Who are treated, well, like gods in a way.
Like a god.
That is only to those of
They-
elven descent. I myself do not see myself that way, but Dryad, they have not agreed with me.
I see. No.
She respects the earth as much as we respect the water.
Just
Oh.
reading her nervous.
Sorry. Not met before. Your Dryad is new for
It is
Dhuros.
of no disrespect to me. Believe me, you are not the first to have had a reaction of uncertainty of what to believe or feel about it.
Sorry.
Rest assured, I have only the best intents.
Assured?
around.
I not know this word. Dhuros speak not good.
Better way.
You swim?
Only a bit. The only time I ever had to particularly swim was a time I do not wish to remember too well. We were
Seems
trying
like
to
most of
escape
the
a
people around
cave.
here only swim when they need to do so in a life or death situation. It's I've heard multiple
Enjoy
people say the
swimming.
same thing as you.
You
Was it stories about a forest by any chance?
I know little about it. Just that the last time they swam was not for fun.
last no. Sorry.
But yes, I am able to navigate the water.
You elf. No. Yes. Ears. Sorry.
It is similarities, but no, I am not an elf. However,
But like elf.
to some amount, yes.
Really,
However,
me explain.
to better
I can
This one,
help
Are you able to
translate if you
assist?
want. Or what are you
Leadfoot.
asking about?
Archway.
Is dire to
You?
be kept quiet.
Oh.
I see they have already heard about some of the stories from there. If that name is already upon their lips.
I don't think he knows as much, however. You were the one who kept the archway open, no?
Yes. To be quite honest, I did something that I thought would kill me immediately upon doing so, but for whatever reason I am still here and alive, so.
Really, I do not understand. This one knows the archways, yes?
Yes, so much so that she was the magic source that was able to actually keep it open.
She kept it open. That
To
is.
my understanding, there's something about her that is undeniably magic.
I do not know how to speak languages such as these.
I.
I've only heard uncommon.
Sorry. Really,
Is,
explain. You
I see.
use archway. You
I did.
this runes blue.
I I've encountered these runes before, but no, the means that I did was one unique to myself. All I know, the one who did use those runes, Mirandol, he had shown me one of them previously, or a drawing of one he had encountered. I did not know what it meant, but simply seeing it filled me with an unexplainable dread. One of the things that he has been delving into is undeniably dangerous.
Archway, dangerous.
Hold on.
Yes, very bad.
Who is that out there?
It looks like it is Arn, and it looks like
That's
he's waving for
Arn.
help. Hold on. Let me go see what
Wait,
the problem
that's
is.
Silva with him.
I will remain here.
Hey, Silva is here. That means something happened. Come. Or rather,
Should we stay? Go? Oh.
we'll
This,
let the swift one convey.
Archway, bad. No, do again. No.
Believe me,
Is
I would agree.
That is the
Not
second. That was the
understand.
second time I had encountered one. That was one that they tried to open previously, and they did incorrectly. The feeling that was arrived from that. I never wished to feel that.
I didn't
sensation
understand that she did
again.
it before.
Arn
Yes.
comes with grave news. Apparently, you are in grave danger.
Really, is everything
Worried for your
alright?
safety. No, the Dryad is in danger, and I do not know why. Arn is on his way to explain.
I was right.
You were saying many words. This one,
What now? We haven't done nothing wrong.
does Mirin know of this one?
I believe Silva may have informed him about something, because I see him out there, and I told him to go find
He knows of her, but
if something happened.
you cannot let him know where she is, or...
That she was able to power a Triton Archway. This is...
And that is why it has to be kept a secret. For her sake and for ours.
It is no
We
longer
can't
a
let
secret.
Mirandol open up the
You
archway.
heard exactly what Emirin said. The Empire is using this all the time. Aurelian, I would love to agree with you. Please understand me on this. But there is no king in all the lands who would let such a treasure go. Just abandoned after it has been brought to light.
Are you saying you want to open up the archway?
I am saying that we need to guide them. Who am I to stop?
Guide them how?
I do not know yet. But either way, we can either be tools to them, we can be their enemies, or we can become their friends. I do not think we have a choice on this. The path, as the Deep One has laid
I
out,
told
is
you this
clear.
before. Mirandol is someone you have to be wary of. He is a simple puppet for someone who is greater and much more powerful. And dangerous at that.
This king that he works for, or what do you know of him?
It is not the king, but it is the king's puppeteer. Or at least was apparently.
Someone who works for the king.
The
And
king's advisor, Balgraith, although he is now a lord. I believe I saw him once,
I cannot take
and
inaction
he is
on
someone
this.
who is...
I cannot take inaction on this. This is exactly what I was speaking of.
Do not go looking for him.
I have
He
to
is
go
someone
looking
who
for
I
him.
am warned by multiple people. Balgraith?
Is that this man's name?
Yes. I've been warned on multiple occasions by many different people that he is not to be trifled with.
I do not wish to trifle with him. I wish that everyone was doing less trifling. Yet every time I wake up to a new day upon this land, there is news that someone else has played with something which they do not understand. So
That's
what?
all the landers are doing. They only play with things they don't understand.
Then
And
we
need
have
stop it.
to...
We can't initiate it more.
It is already initiated. Mirin says they move armies. You translated it yourself, or do you tell me wrong?
He does, yes.
You think
The
such things
Empire
will
moves armies with
disappear?
these.
Do you think such things will spread beneath the ground and move away from these landers' minds? Yes, they live short lives, but the elves, they will remember. They will use this, and it is only a matter of time before they use it wrong.
So you're saying we teach them how to use it correctly?
That
You
is-
think the landers could actually learn to do something correctly?
I do not see what choice we have.
Their minds are tainted with greed. The nobles, no matter where you go, in Triton society and here, they will never use things correctly. They will always use it for their own gain. The Empire is a perfect example of that.
I do not understand this strange vision you have of a world where such things can be brought to light and then instantly forgotten by not just one man, one king, one Folgrith, whatever this man's name is, but for an entire empire. You think that the troops who move through this place will forget? Do you think that they will not go home and tell their families? Do you not think there will be whispers across the entire land of the power of Archways in old places beneath the earth? Ascribed with the Keelan runes or whatever else. It is too late.
So how do we handle it then? What do you say we do?
My plan is to go to Mirin. My plan is to, as a recompense for the way that our culture has been used to commit genocide of children upon this land, my plan is to pledge myself to their king, so that I may
You're pledging
guide
yourself
them.
to a lander king?
That is exactly what we must do. What else can we do? Let them trifle with these things forever. Are we supposed to, me, you, and Kida, steal out in the night to the middle of the Empire and destroy every archway that we find? We do not know the first place to look, but maybe this Fargrith does. We have to guide them.
You are going to get yourself killed, Dhuros.
It does not matter. I would sooner die trying to do what is right and to prevent the bloodshed than to let this continue
How do you know
upon
this
the
is
land.
right? How do you know what is right and wrong in this kind of situation?
The Deep One,
How
Grant,
do you tell?
you know exactly why. Division. My speaking that Mirin transpired spoke of grave mistakes. It spoke of archways, of crumbling buildings. What else is this but a warning? A warning that if these landers are left to go as they are right now, the same thing may happen again. Leylin, the signs are already there. Creatures of the deep have been seen upon the land. You have learned of new cities beneath the waves. What else is there for us to do? Why would I, a priest of the deep, and you, someone who has encountered the true horrors that you can find beneath the waves, be sent to Adwick of all places? I told you that us being here upon Adwick, us 3 Tritons, this far from the sea, was no coincidence. And sure, it is no coincidence. The path before us is clear. We are here to help these people and to prevent what happened in the lost cities from ever happening again. That is my duty. I feel it. And I either follow what I believe that duty to be, or I forsake who we are.
I do not have much time, but his message simply stated that the events from yesterday and the guards we spotted were just the first wave of what came. There's a mobilization of the garrison apparently trying to look for us to find out who's out there,
Shit.
why there's so many traps. Lest you be caught up in it, I would strongly advise neither of you to even acknowledge that you have encountered us today, lest they
Understood, yes.
give you more
Your
trouble
whereabouts
than you
and
need.
presence should be a secret, understandable. Do you have a
Should
place
there
to
be
stay?
an abs? For the time being, we will simply have to just stay within the deep woods. There is nowhere that we can go that they are currently not already aware of, or at least suspicious of.
Understandable.
But we have resourceful friends. We'll find something to handle this. Should you absolutely need to get a hold of us for whatever reason, the small one out there, Bayon, he has a knack for finding us when others have difficulty.
Understandable. Is there anything else we can
Anyways.
do to help? At least me.
For now, just simply stay safe and make sure that the others who have ties to all this, especially the Archways, do not get involved more than they have to. Because they could be used as tools if they are actually trying to get a hold of us for reasons that I'm sure you may have picked up on.
Yes, of course.
I would love to discuss further about this subject, but
I
I cannot remain here any longer.
is trouble? Sorry. Your voice is hard to understand.
It is all right. I'm admittedly not used to speaking to those who are not as fluent in common. But anything particularly important, Raylan can explain. I
Really?
must be going
Yes. Nice to meet you, Dryad.
now. Of course. It's nice to meet you as well, Dhuros. I hope we can meet again on better circumstances.
There is something about that one's accent. It is most hard to follow.
She is, she is something else, that is for sure.
You said goddess.
I should, that is how she is treated, apparently. Some elves treat her as a goddess.
What
The
is...
dragonfly lands here.
What is... I have not seen this creature before.
The bug.
Oh, is this the one
Flies off.
with the honey that you...
The honey is made by, bees. It is, they are little fluffy creatures.
Oh,
They sting if you touch them.
oh,
You
is
don't
it
want to touch- They're like
like a jellyfish? Oh. And they prey even upon the land. Such things are put to test us. This one with the short one. This was the one I told you about the other day on the edge of the water. He
Yes.
speaks about as well as I do.
Yes, I've only spoken to him once, but it does appear that way, yes. He is also not fluent.
It is good to know I am not alone in that, at least.
Yes. I am going to check up on them to make sure if there's... I should probably leave this island anyways. I haven't left all morning.
Yes, I need to find myself some food. That I must do.
Same.
Relin, I know that it is tempting in times like this to... No, I will not belittle you. Just know that this choice is not something that I wish to ever have to make. In fact, I leave it in your hands.
What?
I have no way to communicate my intentions to Mirinso. I ask that you think upon my proposal. And if you see the wisdom in it, come and speak to me,
I will think upon it.
and we will go to him together. I do this not to shirk responsibility, but perhaps so that you can have time to understand. I would not make an enemy of you this day.
I will think upon the proposal.
Good.
I have much to think about.
Good day, Dhuros.
Good day. I'm going to go see if I can find some of this pork. I think I quite like it.
Good idea.
Oh, shut. What? Man, she did not translate anything that Dryad just said. But it could be because she was doing so in real time. I'll have to confer with her on that between sessions. You think that was the right decision to let her decide it? I mean, I get the fact that she's in deep. But honestly, I don't see another way other than my plan. I think we have to work with the king on this one, and with Thorgrith. It is certainly a decision. Dhuros is a Triton. And not only that, he feels his duty and his responsibility of his nobility and heritage particularly strongly. So this is exactly the sort of thing he wants to do. He's all about taking responsibility. I do not think I have been this way before. It is like a riverbed, yet so dry. These strange stones. They remind me of something. Why have I seen this before? It would not make for a very good wall. That much is sure. And this would not make for a very good house. How strange. Dhuros gets the feeling that he should not be here. woman with trees for feet and elven ears, and garments like seaweed but dry. Speaking of opening archways, how is it that a creature like this would be able to work something upon the land? Of the Tritons. Maybe there was some sort of land Triton. Some sort of breed that swam through the soil. I wonder what happened to them. Dhuros fears he knows what happened to them. If I go to Adwick, Mirren will find me. And what will I tell him? He said he had nothing yet for Dhuros to translate. His song is a bit much. Let us do something else. And we will see. I don't use this playlist much. I need to put more music in it. Dhuros is playing with Triton Spotify. It is an ancient technique. Well, Shomandra, that's a big question, isn't it? We don't know how big the Archways are. Leek, yeah, that's exactly what Dhuros is thinking. She's clearly distressed. So if he was to leave it like that, everyone would turn on him. He just hopes that, I guess he made his case. Because both in and out of character, like, I cannot see another way of this going. And I have thought about this. I wonder if our neighbors are in today. At least I have learned how to get away from Kidas if he is ever angry with Dhuros. It seems the steeper parts of these lands are unknown to him. Dhuros is grateful for his time in the pockets beneath the sea. I'm going to check if my voice changer is on. It is not. Hello? 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 I should not trespass any longer. That is the second time I have seen them ahead this way. Could this strange one come from the sad trees? Is that why she also feels sad? Dhuros needs some shoo-shoo. Oh, what is this? I must find food, yet I am compelled to wander. Strange. What is this? What is this? Dark stone. And these devices they used to travel between the ground and the sky. What can be the harm of Dhuros taking a look? That is warm. That was a mistake. Dhuros, not like this. Charcoal, I think. I wonder if you will speak of Dhuros and his plan to your friends, Relin. Though I do not think I will be telling Kidas anytime soon. He kept so many mysteries from you. It would of course be just a pleasantry to do the same. This map is always much larger than Dhuros remembers it to be. And Dhuros really expected to be getting to where he needed to be right now. Dhuros is getting hungry. Oh, Loretta. Dhuros would not prey on her good intentions again. Dhuros must find a way to repair. Yes, that is what Dhuros will do. If you cannot focus on the big matters, you focus on the small things that you can change. I must repair. Though 50 coppers is not a lot to go on. Do people just emerge from the woods? Dhuros thinks that makes him look most suspicious. Oh. I do not like this. What I would not do. Oh, we can but pray that one day the rain will be such that... Who knows? Maybe I will be able to swim once more. Right over the walls of Adwick. That would be something. These strange beasts again. Dhuros has seen their like within the city wall. Perhaps Dhuros would not go this way after all. I feel the deep one pulling me this way. Yes. Dhuros did not wish to trespass upon the land. Yet I saw nothing. With all these secrets, they probably would not like Dhuros creeping up on them anyway. Imagine being so afraid of the water that you construct these bridges so best to not get your feet wet. It is nice. I must ask someone about those creatures. Oh, the guards again. I do not like the idea of the guards again. But oh, Dhuros thought he was lucky. Dhuros cowboy arc confirmed. Who knows? Oh no. Oh no. You go that way. You go that way. You go that way. He does not see Dhuros. He does not see Dhuros. He does not see Dhuros. Oh. Oh.
I would be honest, I'm not sure what would be the best. Perhaps you might be a better man.
The strange garments he wears.
If it's too hard, it
Good
might
morning, Mr. Dhuros.
Hello. Nice to see you again. I come in?
See you as well.
Very well.
Of course.
Thank you. Nice seeing you. Oh,
well, I
you know,
have to acquire
pork?
the wood. Let's see. Let me think just a
Is
moment.
he the one with
I
the
forgot my
on his
prices
back?
on the top of my head. It's a real shame,
is
isn't it?
food pork?
It's like we have to look
Oh,
for the document in the slides.
tavern. Tavern.
Tavern. I know this one.
But yes,
Thank you.
Let's see. 50-ish copper each would be good.
50.
Oh, Miri,
Copper. I can comp mine. Can you take care of yours?
it is good to see you.
There we go.
You
I will get the wood
no
and
really
later today.
Kidas today.
You know,
But think much on what you say.
the iron walls, but it's here in Adwick.
Yes.
So,
Yes, is much to think.
Can meet our lips.
Is
Have you seen Raylan?
not for not from long time. See,
I see.
this morning, but
Would you find her and... I see. Would you find her and meet me at the archives? I have something I'd like to speak to you about later. One moment.
Let's go. Hi.
nice seeing you again.
Mirandale.
May I word with you?
Always.
How is he always fighting the fucking door?
Excuse me.
Hello. My name is
Hi.
Dhuros.
Did you know that
Nice
man
to
over
meet you.
there?
Who?
Oh.
Ah,
Oh, hey, Dhuros. I'm Rose.
Rose.
That man over there has blessed hay.
I do not know this. Blessed hay is
Hey, do you know
problem.
what hay is? It's like the fucking plant. No, it's a fucking lie, but I'm telling everyone because I think it's funny.
Oh,
He said it can heal diseases.
Oh, I hear good for you. No,
If it were true,
I sorry.
don't know.
Not
No, you're
so
fine.
good. Accent quite hard for Dhuros. You
Even though your accent's a little hard, I can still understand what you're saying, which is good.
is good. Thank you.
Yes.
Blessed hay
No problem.
lie. You
Maybe. It could be. I'm pretty sure it is, though.
Oh.
Pretty sure.
I
If I were a betting woman, I bet 10 copper that it's a lie.
I do not know this.
Whatever. Well, sorry
Yes,
to keep you. I just thought it was funny. I'm gonna go tell more
Sorry.
people.
Yes. Thank you. Good. Nice to meet you. Have a
Nice to meet you too.
nice day.
Leo, when you played this character, you knew it would be hard mode.
Tavern. That is where I was going.
Was I supposed to take the bet? Because I would have taken the bet.
I think this way. No. Nice seeing you again.
All right. Yep. Good seeing you.
Hello.
All right.
You always no clothes. This bad sun hot.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, it's hot. Why?
not hurt? No?
Hurt?
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a bit hurt, but I'll manage. You
Oh.
know.
Sorry. Strange, not new to Dhuros. Nice seeing you again. Sorry, must go.
Yeah. All right. You take care. All right.
Bedonkers. Really? Really? Wait, I not under. Oh,
Apologies. Is there something I can help you with?
I wanted to use the cloak. Yes, I need to measure.
I need to get
You come by in the evening.
out of shade.
I did not.
Seem bad.
Morning.
Good morning. Nice seeing you
someone?
again. No, I look for pork. Dhuros hungry.
Oh, do you know where the butcher is?
But not know this word. Butcher.
Okay.
I-
Follow me. I can show you where it is.
Oh, follow. Thank you.
Yes.
You not wear hood?
Oh
Oh no. Those. If you're talking about the brothers, they're just weird. Not all of us do that.
Weird. Oh, not all. Just. Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Stas and the other one, yeah.
Stas. I not know this name. Sorry. Dhuros not
okay.
so good at words.
I see.
No, sorry. This butcher.
It is all right.
Pork is in this way.
Yes. Yes, it is this way. I can show you where it is. I need to go over there anyway.
Why was she avoiding me? Oh no, it is Loretta again.
Yes.
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
I saw a little someone. Hello, Mr. Dhuros. How are you
Hello,
doing this morning?
Loretta.
Afternoon?
Good seeing you again. I
Yes, it's good seeing you again as well.
come to you gift Dhuros pork. I come to return.
No. It's a gift. You don't need to return it. It's
Gift. I not know this word. Is give or is different?
Yes, it's I give you something and expect nothing in return.
Give.
It's just like a present. It's something.
Oh.
It's something because you seem like a very genuine person and you needed something. And, how to explain this?
Give, no take.
Yeah, give, no take.
Oh, Dhuros thinks understand. Holy act.
Oh,
Nice thing to do. Mithrax happy with gift. I say that.
Yes, Mithrax. I'm sure Mithrax. Yes.
Oh,
I'm sure Mithrax would be very happy with it.
it is good. You are most blessed, Loretta. Is good knowing you.
Yes.
I go to anyway, but Dhuros help at all. Let Dhuros know. If
Understood.
understood, you understand. Oh,
Yes.
thank you, most kind. I follow this man. Nice.
Miss Aldo.
Yes.
It nice seeing you again. Always teach Dhuros
May Mithrax guide your path.
many things. Thank you. Goodbye. Not hold any more. You busy?
Currently I'm looking for the brewmaster.
Oh, I don't know that pro master. He's pro master. He's.
Yes, he makes ale and other things like that. Apparently, he has oils and stuff.
Oh,
like
brewmaster.
lantern oil and things like that for the torches.
Oh, good luck. Dhuros not know. But sure.
It's fine.
Loretta
thank
find.
you for those.
Thank you.
Yes.
Nice seeing you again.
A pleasure as always.
Go. Yes. Nice seeing you again. I go with this man. Thank you.
Yes. I don't want to keep you.
Yes.
Go.
All right.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm just taking him to the. He wants to go to where the butcher is.
He teach me this word. Butcher. For pork.
Yes.
Yes, for pork.
Oh, good. Thank you. I go.
Yep. It's all the way at the end of this road.
Good afternoon, Loretta. How are you doing today?
Unless you want to talk to them.
Working on some
I
errands,
think
apparently.
busy. I hungry.
Mm-hmm. Let's go then.
Always, something is needed. Of course.
Yeah, sorry I'm going so slow. Foot's acting up. I can't walk like I used to.
I walk hard. Dhuros,
Yeah.
understand. Not good for feet. Need shoe. I think.
Oh.
Told cobbler.
Well. Yes. Actually, we're gonna pass it. Follow me.
Nothing in tavern? Very well. Let's proceed to Posaka.
She is in the tavern.
But then take her.
Oh, wait.
Very well. Report to the captain and come back. Send a message to the captain and come back to me.
That's what I was doing.
They are after Ellen.
See that sign there?
Boot. Or shoe. Yes? Some man elf explain shoe boot. Boot shoe?
Yeah, like these.
Yes, this Dhuros land not kind. Need find. Many copper?
Actually, I do have some old. These are brand new. I just got these, but I do have some old boots if you need them. I don't know if they'll fit your foot though. My foot's a little fat.
Oh, you have other boot?
Yes.
Dhuros would try? If okay.
That would be fine. In fact, let's see. So let me show you the butcher, and then I can go and get my boots, and we can see if the cobbler can help you wear them.
Oh, Dhuros thinks he understands. But
yes.
For now, hungry. I sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
How you doing?
Hello again. I still got that hay you gave me.
Oh, that's quite nice. Have you made it into tea yet?
Is that right?
No. I kept it on me because you said you might need it in the future.
That's also a good idea. I just went and planted more hay, so if you ever need more, I'm the man for it.
All right. All right. Sorry for all the distractions. Let's get you that food.
Is okay. Sorry.
Are you the same
Walk
person?
hard.
I don't remember.
What are you talking about?
You're not the same person.
Polka lives in many different areas. Why is OVR toolkit on my screen constantly? I don't know.
Perhaps he's not getting sweaty with hose. That's a
sentence. That's what we do out on the farm. We get sweaty with hose.
Right, yes, I remember that. Brought us all out there for some cheap labor, and then
Landa's most strange.
brought us out there in the first.
That building right there is the butcher.
This butcher. Alone, you are a prolific shit poster. The deep one will know of your ways.
Yeah.
Thank you. Is okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with pigs.
Oh, this pork?
Yes. They should have pork inside if they are there. Let me see if he's in there.
Oh, okay. The guard captain. Always with the head.
Wait here.
Is okay?
Come in.
All
right. Come on.
Not what I expected.
He needed help.
Hello. My name Dhuros. Nice to meet you. I look for pork? You butcher,
Pork.
yes?
Yes, butcher.
Du-
Velo.
Dhuros
You are
hungry.
Triton.
Yes, I am Triton. Like Kidas Relin, you know them?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I know them.
It is good.
You need meat.
Yes, Dhuros
We are freshly
hungry.
out of pork, unfortunately. There's dry pork is sold out.
Oh.
There is raw pork, however.
Aye.
You would need to cook it. It is 5 coppers.
Bro, I not know this word. Is
uncooked.
Uncooked. It means it is not finished
not
for eating.
Not for eating, but
Not for eating, but it will be ready for eating once you cook it.
and cook
Over a fire.
in fire like lamp. I learned this word.
Yes, like lamb, but not on the fire, over it. In a pan or a pot or
On
in
top
stew.
of fire.
Oh, Dhuros, think, understand. Close fire, not on fire. Yes.
Not on the coals.
Oh, thank you. Triton, no. Fire. Beneath waves. Is
I see.
not.
Of course, it's all water down there. Yes, I understand.
It is fire
Would you
beneath
like
the
pork?
waves.
Raw pork.
Yes. I.
Well, I'm trying to think who would be able to cook it for you. I mean, you might be able to ask the tavern, but they might charge you more.
I hungry. I try. I eat raw. Most time. Not good.
Very well.
Anyone with a fireplace should be able to help you. If you know anyone with that place, that is.
Fireplace. I think.
That's.
Sorry.
Have you seen a
side?
Oh.
Yeah, like a stone structure with a fire in the middle of it. I don't know if you've seen that.
It's inside of houses.
Oh, fire inside. I think in of house like this.
Aye.
Oh.
Usually sits like right here, made of stone.
Stone.
Has fire.
Would you
inside.
like this packaged?
Package. What is
wrap?
Wrap.
He holds out a paper bag.
Oh. Yes. For move. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Puts a very sizable chunk of meat in here. This is not worth 5 coppers. This would be worth 20, but it's a lot.
Oh. This.
Here you are.
Thank you. 5.
You meat.
I.
Yes, 5 coppers.
He holds out what very obviously isn't 5 coppers because he doesn't know the numbers. It's either more or less, your pick.
It's less, and I don't care.
Oh.
Very well. Make sure you find someone to cook that.
Thank you. Find
You
cook.
can also ask Tang or someone else use their home.
Most.
The tavern will charge you to cook meat, so.
Most kind. Dhuros.
Be careful.
Slow. Is hard. Most kind to Dhuros today. Thank you. Goodbye. Nice to meet you.
Yes,
And
goodbye and
nice
take care of
to meet you.
yourself and
Eat. Yes.
Save some of that for later tomorrow.
Important. Yes.
Don't eat it all today.
Not all. Okay. Dhuros thinks understand.
Half.
Half.
Half today.
Half.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Here. Bring the bag.
Back. Oh, Dhuros do something wrong?
Yeah.
Let me help you.
Takes out the meat and cuts it in 2. You're still worth 3 units of meat.
Oh.
Thick.
Oh.
In the back.
Thank you. Most kind. Easy for me.
1 today. 2 tomorrow.
1. Okay, thank you. Dhuros, you very busy. I go. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
And I'll go take care of that. I'm gonna go see if I can figure out about those boots.
Oh, thank you.
out.
Thank you. Oh. This is absolutely getting Dhuros on team help the king. Absolutely helping Dhuros get the king. I go find cook. I meet here again.
Well, if you're in that way, I can walk with you. Maybe we'll spot the cobbler.
Oh, cobbler. Yes, this good. I follow. Again.
All right. Who would be able to cook besides the tavern?
Being a poor character gives you so many reasons to interact with people. That was kind of what I wanted from playing Dhuros. Was just having these little interactions and building relationships.
Excuse me.
Dhuros.
Yes.
While you are walking along, suddenly as you're taking a step, your legs go numb. You drop to your knees and you see one thing and one thing only. The great darkness, a void. Bright yellow eyes, much like your own, looking back at you. The quietness. Something that you cannot make out, sort of for a split second. All you can hear is one word. That translates to terror of the deep. Suddenly a flash of one rune, one that you recognize, one singular imagery that you can make out that has escaped you to this point. A symbol, a line etched across 2 others, one that you remember means path. 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 It fades.
It's with you, Dhuros.
Kidas, are you there?
What?
Dhuros feels most cold. Dhuros. Dhuros. Path. Dhuros must find path. I see. Remember this. Dhuros not know if you remember long. You must remember path. Please, Kidas. Kidas, remember path. Dhuros not know if you remember long. Please remember path.
Where is the path?
This one, I not know. It is.
Just the word. It is it.
This what? Yes, I must. Please, Kidas, I go with this man. They are kind to me. I must. Please, go back to water. See if you can find the railing. Find path. Can you do this for me? It is most important this day.
There are many paths, Dhuros. There are many paths.
By the water, it is the only one that
We don't
all
remember
tread.
anything else.
must go. Dhuros must.
Only one we know.
Sorry. Dhuros must go. Out of water is hard. I find soon. I must. Most kind. I must go. Yes.
Once you get back, once you get back, they might be able to help you with the cooking.
Okay. I thank you. Must go now. Kind. Right. Nice seeing you again. Key does not come. Dhuros, you must remember this. Path. You must remember this. Is what? Path. Terror of the deep. What path? What path? What the? What path? Relin? I cannot see her. What path? The path Dhuros is this morning. Yes. Strange stones. You must remember. I must remember. Deep one. I am clutching at straws. Path. Terror of the deep.
I have installed one minor cold rune in Baylor's shop.
I do not think you are supposed to say that in this channel.
You are in the player character channel, my friend.
God damn it.
Path. Terror of the deep. Path. Terror of the deep. Path. Archway. Mistake. These people are in danger. This Dryad. She said she knew these Archways. She knew the land. Could it be that maybe she knows something? Dhuros must find her. There is no time. Path. Terror of the deep. Where? Deep one. Here? Here. The water feels cold. Dryad. Your eyes are open, Dhuros. The deep one speaks, and you hear. This one. Hello? Hello? Oh. Strange. It's like she not see Dhuros. The dead trees. That is where the Dryad go. Path. Follow path. There is no path. Dead branches beneath the ground. Beneath the surface of the water. Oh. What? Dryad. 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 Path. Oh. This is no time, Dhuros. Such a place is not where one known as a goddess lives. The trees are dead. They must be in the forest. Oh. I would surely hear screams from the city if it deep one if a terror of the deep had found its way inside. Yet what other paths does Dhuros know? Oh, Shushu. Shushu! Shushu!
Hello.
Hi. Is all okay?
See like a brown burlap sack dripping in blood in his hand.
You see something similar in mine.
Is not
This is
I
an awkward meeting.
had a look for strange elf. You know?
I know a lot of strange elves.
Dhuros, he sees something. Dhuros. Path, you know word? Path, I say correct. Walk, path.
Yes.
You,
Yes.
I,
Path. Where?
Dhuros,
Here?
not no, wrong, something wrong, very wrong. Dhuros, see, I need, I always hard to explain. See people walk this way, forest, like you, leaves, Dryad, you know?
I know who you speak of.
Dhuros must speak to her.
Dhuros, wait here and go see if she's home.
Oh,
Stay here?
I should stay.
I go.
Oh, okay. Good.
Okay.
I stay here. Yes.
I be back. I back soon.
Be careful. Something wrong.
Yes. Always. I'll be back.
I stay. Yeah. Yeah. Urelin, I pray I am not making a mistake. I don't know what the fuck a lich is. I don't want to think about that, Frozen. We are just on the edge. Oh, but I have been through. I will find one soon. Actually, that is not a bad call. You are right. We should be consistent. I am... I've been walking through the water of the swamp. Do I need to roll for leeches or something like that?
No, you'd be fine.
Thank you. There we go. I'm doing the good role player thing. I'm keeping honest. Presumably because my blood isn't the same? Oh no, the Scarfighters.
thought they fixed this. Right, so there's a way around it. Which is to dip resolution down. And then putting it back up again.
Hello, Doris.
Oh. Hello, I wait here, as you say.
Yes, I think they are not home. I don't know where they are.
Oh.
The lady with leaves?
Don't
know.
It must. Listen, Dhuros. You Leadfoot?
No, not me.
Oh. Dryad. Danger.
Lots of people.
Maybe. Danger.
From Ledford?
No. From... like... big... fish. Deep... beast. Huge... beast. I not know.
Huge beast fish?
Yes. But on land, Dhuros.
Oh.
Hear that before. Is hard to explain, but please find if you can.
Where can I find you?
In a lake or in a Kobla. Oh, you teach me this word. I go find.
Oh.
But
you still need shoes.
Shoe, yes. I do. But Dhuros, see, is hard. Please find Dryad. Dhuros. Important. I think this is.
If I can.
Thank you.
Yes, important.
Nice seeing you again.
I find you when I find Dryad.
Yes.
You too, Doris. Be safe.
Yes.
Oh, now it broke. Oh, now it fucks the Scuffitis. Holy fucking shit. What was it about standing in that particular spot? Fuck me. Sorry about that. That is a Steam VR issue that has persisted for some time. I do apologize. Yeah, retail hours, man. I've done that in my life before. So for people who could be possibly tuning in right now, I am aware there is a Dryad, and the Dryad has been able to uniquely power Archways. I didn't understand much of that conversation, but I mean, that's enough, right? And I have been in the middle of the town square, whereby I received a message from someone who I assume to be the Deep One, telling me two words, Path and Terror of the Deep. Dhuros is reasoning that if there was a Terror of the Deep inside the walls, I mean, that would be pretty fucking obvious, right? So he headed outside to the paths that he'd just been treading recently, to see if he can find anything. He's very, very hungry. He's got some raw pork, which he may try to eat in a bit. Either that or try and cook himself, but I don't think he's really focusing. I might get told bollocked for running across a fucking crop field. Got that enough as a kid. And, oh, fucking hell. Powerful swimmer. And I'm trying to find this Dryad to see if she felt something too. Because if she's that connected to the land, as Raylan says, then it could well be that he's not the only one who received this message.
I do not wish to betray you, Raylan. But if I have words from my god, I have not much of a choice. I was making traction on land. I was so fucking close. Raylan lit a fire. I hope the pork does not spoil. Yet I swam with it before.
So I've been house ruling that Raylan lights my fires for me, because, like Dhuros would know how to do that.
Raylan, I pray that you do not mind my use of your camp. Cooking. Dhuros must think.
So, this might strike you as a bit weird. Because obviously if this was CR, there is no way in hell that Leonard or anyone would cook food at this time, but that's not the sort of RP this is.
One. Near fire. Thank fuck I rolled a 19. Oh. Yes. Think, Dhuros.
I legit... Oh, thank you, Scantant187. It's very nice of you indeed. Shall we see how well Dhuros' cooking goes? In the water a little bit, we can push that up. Just a smidge. Oh. What are we thinking, chap? Am I gonna burn this ship? Or am I gonna get fucking skill? Or am I gonna get fucking, food poisoning or some shit? I don't even know if I can get food poisoning. I rolled a 19 to understand the cooking instructions. However, I have never cooked food before. Because I am a fish. Yeah, so's the tree, but we don't question these things. Let's roll, shall we? If it's a low roll, I'm going to pop into a chat and see what fucking raw pork does to the Triton physiology. Now, I do have a benefit here, that I have seen what this is supposed to look like. He probably doesn't need to do this, but everybody's been so kind, and he liked the previous pork, so new experiences. This is an epic enough roll, music track, I think, for fucking Dhuros attempting to literally just fry some meat for the first time. Okay, I'm scared. That's not what I wanted to do. Fuck. I can't even roll right. $14. You've seen what this is supposed to look like before. I think the boy's done it.
I hope you do not mind waiting a little while, Deep One. But at least this day, Dhuros does not starve.
To be clear, I didn't eat the yesterday in-game. And if I didn't eat today as well, next episode I would have been death rolling.
I hope Relin does not mind.
And yes, they check our VODs to make sure we eat. I'll save you the eating ASMR.
Not bad, Dhuros. But there are other matters at hand. You are Karma now. If Shushu does find this Dryad, and then it means she is likely safe. It is not like the deep ones to leave their prey, while the terrors of the deep to leave the many upon it, much left over to eat, so to speak. I am sure she is okay. The Deep One would not see fit to warn you about something which was happening at this time. The Deep One has given you this as a sign to look for a path. That makes more sense. At least, I think so. I must find a path.
Now, chat, I need you to do something for me, because Dhuros would remember even if I haven't. I can't remember whether or not he said there was a rune. Now I remember it, and I actually take a moment. I think he said something about a rune. Though I could be wrong. I mean, chat, come on. I reckon I could do that. In fact, I am confident I have jumped off higher things than that. The guy's literally born to be underwater. I mean, he's fine. He's fine. I can do that. Yeah, I mean, like, legit, if you guys think that I should take injury rolls for that, then I will take injury rolls for that, but I don't think so. So I've learned 2 more runes. One of which is Terror of the Deep, one of which is Path.
Kidas. Sure,
You're
sure.
a fast little fish.
Thank you.
Sorry, not fish. I apologize.
It is okay.
I found friend.
Yes. Kidas. Thank you. I take time to reflect. You find won't leave you. That is good.
Yes, if you want to come.
Yes. If okay.
She's waiting.
Kidas, I am sorry to put this upon you. I hope that it is alright that you accompany me. It is most important.
What is it you need?
I have been gifted with a vision.
Yes. You coming too? Something of a path.
2 runes. One for Terror of the Deep, and one for Path, and an image of a great orange eye. The Deep One speaks to me. I must understand his words. And for this, I believe this Dryad could be important. Sorry, not easy speak. Your tongue. I speak with Kidas. Hope, okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
I can translate for
It's funny. Are you coming with us?
Kidas can come?
Where is it that we go?
Is he come?
Yes, if...
Where are we going?
Okay.
He can work something to do.
Kidas...
I know at least 12 different plants that can kill you. Keep that in mind. Okay.
Why did he say something about killing?
I'll have to mull over that one. It is hard for me to trust him.
I believe
At least he is forthright.
there is much that you well done. Typically, when a beast bears its fangs, it is because it does not wish to use them. We can take solace in that at least.
I suppose. So you said two things. The terror at the deep, the Orson Diat,
Path and terror
a
of the
path to
deep.
an eye.
Oh, you okay?
That is what I said.
I need.
I'll be good.
What?
Yeah.
You.
It's okay. Go.
Perhaps perhaps you encountered one of those plants.
No, not those plants.
It is not normal for me to have visions such as this within my waking hours. I believe it is a sign that we are close to perhaps our own path.
You had said that you have these visions when you concentrate.
In my sleep, I was
And
in
you
the
said
middle
this happened on its
of
own.
the town carrying a bag of this pork, meeting with many of the townspeople. I was not concentrating in the slightest. It was of its own accord.
Where did he go?
Oh, nice to see you again. Silva, yes?
Hello, Silva.
I ho Silva.
I'll take the easier route.
Old.
Be careful.
Today, there appears to be a struggle. You want me to make them wait here?
Kidas! Kidas, are you okay? I am sorry, I did not know that the route would be this treacherous for you.
It is fine. It is flat now. This water is not
There's
clear.
leeches in the water. You may want to watch out.
Leech?
Lay that onto my clothes.
Oh.
It is no problem.
Oh.
I do not mind them. Very few places where they can catch perches, and well, I do not think there are problem regardless.
Is Dryad okay?
They come here. We wait.
I do not know what this
Were
means.
you one of the two by the lake last night?
With the bleeding one?
There were two that circled by the lake, possibly looking for something. I do not know what, but
Last time I was by the lake yesterday was carrying a bleeding woman.
I did not see that.
Over that way, I believe. Unfortunate.
So curiously, a lot of people in season
Dryad will
1
be coming here.
I
Whatever this Dryad is.
understood that much. It is unlike anything I have ever seen. Yet another strange, impossible occurrence. It appears I learn more every day. You may look at me with such eyes now, but wait until you set your eyes upon her. Her feet are made of wood, and yet she wears no shoes. Shoe. This man teach me this word. It is the thing that they wear upon their feet.
Yes. Is it not strange to have seen them at first wearing their shoes?
There are many things that I have seen that are strange, but this one is like no other. Seaweed grows from her flesh and upon her hair.
I suppose I'll have to wait.
Gidas, has anyone...
Do you live in these woods?
Oh, sorry.
Pardon?
Do you live in these woods?
Yes, kinda. I live in random trees.
Strange. Are you not aware of the thing that roams around in them?
Which
you
thing?
might... It looks like a bear, according to your peoples and others and such.
I heard there was an actual
but,
bear.
Well,
Gidas,
I don't know if you know Irsa.
she comes now.
Come? Oh, my lady. Lady Elinda?
Thank you. Dryad, Indale? This name?
Iandel.
Iandale. Oh.
Yes.
Is...
Three much like those that feed the waters.
Gidas, I have told you what it was that I saw. I need you to ask her if she found anything or felt anything similar. It was not too much time hence. Please, I implore you, do this for me.
Forgive me for asking so promptly of you. Directly after meeting you, I must give you my name first. I am Kitas Fedorsath. And you said your name was Iandel, or at least Aiden.
Correct.
Do you have a family name?
I do, but it is not one that I own so much as I inherited from a dear friend of mine. I keep it to honor the memory.
We both inherit our family names the same. There's nothing to be ashamed or embarrassed of, or even to feel like you do not have it as your own. What is it?
Holly Carver.
Yindel Hollycarver. Very well. My friend here has said that he had some sort of vision. One of a terrible thing from the deep, another of a path and an orange eye.
An orange eye.
Rune. Mirin use this word, rune.
Right. Runes.
Like the carvings on the walls on our own horse. One for path, one for terror of the deep.
They were written in runes.
I've seen some in my past, but I cannot tell you what they precisely mean. All that I know, and I have told Dhuros as well, is that there was one that was shown to me, at least a drawing sketch of it by Mirandol Fesselor, who I hope neither of you have had the misfortune to
I am
meet.
familiar with him.
My apologies then.
Did you feel any... sorry.
When I saw that rune, all I know is that some primal part of me swears that I've seen it before.
This day.
I do not know how or where.
This day.
But it was
Did you...
this day.
You... Archway, you... use... this rune, Dhuros, Adwick, you... Same?
Are you alright?
No, when... See...
I have not felt...
I'm not
there was
too far accustomed.
actions that we took, but I have not felt any unknown or unexpected pains. I think you have seen something that I have not.
And you would be holy God.
I thought that Relin use this word goddess. You know deep one?
I have not heard of the deep ones. The only... For my own claims to that word is more of a honorary one to those who are mostly connected to nature.
Sorry.
I do not know if it is.
Dhuros.
Do not need to apologize.
Scared was thought that maybe you know something too.
I hope you understand. I am conflicted.
Adwick,
different answers.
land in danger.
Have different points of view.
Terror of
in
deep
danger from
purple skin.
What do these?
That only those in power can understand
what do these things look like?
That they care about.
Can you tell of me of them?
Even if those that they care about. Do not believe in the sacrifice that they are making.
I am sorry, I have not the words. Could you describe a creature of the deep to Iendir? If you could, please.
The Orthandiat or any creature?
I think she wants to know what they look like. Could you...
Very well. Very, very. So when you believe that you have seen them all, 3 more different kinds show up. All kinds of different shapes of fins and skins. Some scaled, some like eels. Most of them larger than... how could I compare it? Most of them about your height. And then you understand the general shape of a fish, yes?
I do.
About proportionally as long. Most of them.
Are there ones that can be larger?
Large. Dhuros know this word. Big. Very
there is one
big.
there is one trying to resolve.
The name of
Trying
our
to find a way to get rid of it.
previous hometown was one that you knew already.
Yes.
Have they told you much of the experience that we had immediately before we were able to make our way here?
Kidas, these words I
Based off your description,
You would do best to ask me.
in our escape from where we came from, there was one point where there was...
Use small words.
Before we encountered more resistance from those trying to stop us at all costs. There was some creature that I had never seen before. Long, whip-like tentacles that came out of the water. Seemed something like... The best I could describe is a fish, but one you would only see in your nightmares. But it was practically as tall as some of these trees, and many times wider. But he's also what you would describe as a deep one.
What about it, Kidas? Does it sound similar? I see her gesturing about.
Yes.
As long as she's okay. No.
He's not the same, although.
Okay.
Have I seen that?
Oh, that was Tang.
Okay, thank you.
Tang, you are unmuted.
No.
Sorry.
I have to think on this a moment. We may have record of this in our archives. I may have seen it before.
That is probably the closest experience I have had to encountering one of these
Archways.
that you have.
You?
This was in the vicinity of the archway we used to leave.
Archway. Ledford. Adwick. Archway. Lost City. Deep.
There are cities like this in the waters? Where you come from?
In. Down. Under sea.
What was the question?
Big. City.
See.
New Brunswick for this. Do you mean the Kraken, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, give me one moment. This concerns me.
It is not the same. The one that's... A moment. I want to make sure my head is in the right place.
Hey, Tyrannus, hope you're right.
There we are.
And thank you for the raid,
In the
Panda.
weight of what you are informing me of, it is much appreciated.
The one I speak of, the Orson Diat, is much more terrifying than this one you speak of. It has two massive glowing eyes. You cannot see them at the same time.
Fuck, I wish you could get rid of
This
these
sounds
cameras.
large.
I wish
As
there was a
maul that can
toggle.
swallow 1,000 of you at once, easily.
Good gracious.
And you are saying that this thing came through an archway.
Came. Dhuros think. Path. Terror of deep.
Use that connection.
It's not connected. We have no information.
Not know this word.
I think it's getting
It's so complicated.
Dhuros must help with Archway. If Dryad learn, please come to Dhuros.
I will see what I can do, but if I may be honest, after my experiences with everything to do with Archways and magic in general, I do not wish to touch another Archway. The costs of working with them are far greater than anyone would understand, and I feel that it is a lesson that Mirandol refuses to acknowledge. Does not see it as a cost, he sees it as potential.
I cannot fucking roll this dice. And cook meat though, so that's
So you
nice.
know of this.
I know of them because I have operated one.
Very well.
Cost.
You've
And
operated.
I can imagine that if this topic is being brought up so soon after it has happened, that he is searching for another one. Would I be correct in this assumption?
Well,
Kides,
it is to be believed.
It cannot understand. I'm sorry.
A moment.
Dryad, what have you told them?
I told them that. Well, I told them try to describe the creature that we saw in the canals during the Ledford escape. But now I am basically telling them like I assume that means that they're talking about archways again because somebody is looking for one and stuff like that.
We are kind of front-loading the lore, aren't we? Holy shit.
As far as the Kraken is concerned, it was very dark down there. You did not have dark vision, so you wouldn't be able to see it. You can
But Falcona would.
give them enough info for them to speculate, but off your info, the Tritons will not know what it is.
Yeah, well, the way I played it off was I had described it based off of what I was hearing people shout out who did have dark vision, and just general, like very general terms. It was like basically very large,
Yeah, the collective knowledge.
had tentacles. That was basically the only extent of what she would remember from people
Basically,
saying
off
that.
this info, you guys would not be 100% sure what this is. You can speculate on it. Like, you would think it's a creature from the deep.
I'm not
but you don't
speculating
have
on
enough
shit.
info to
I
be
work on
100%
faith. And correlating things that
They treaded too far.
shouldn't be
Too close to the deeps.
shouldn't be
It's fine.
correlated.
I would tell you, yes, that there is potential that the thing that we are looking for is an archway. It might be. Now, you say it comes at a cost.
Yes.
Now you're going to have to be very clear with me, Ian, then. What is that cost?
I would
It is
not
a hard.
I'm against
There
it,
is
Mother.
always a way to explain. There is never the ability to use something as powerful as that without loss of something equally valuable to you. Never once have these been delved upon without,
for the love of God,
something
love of God,
being taken.
Please, a
that
good
you
roll.
can never get back. Mirandol knows this. Has he told you this?
No. What he wants to do is simply analyze the thing that we find. But I made it very clear to him this is not his mission to control.
I'm afraid that he is likely withholding information that you strongly need to hear.
I am aware.
Mirin,
Be aware.
say many
He
things.
has tried to do something with these before and failed miserably. And the resulting cacophony nearly killed all of us. For no gain. He does not know what he is doing.
Dhuros fear many more. Kill.
Silva, you okay?
Then he will not be involved. Not as
I would
strong
honestly
to be able
implore
to
you
influence
to avoid working with this man.
But I need him. That much is certain.
Sounds like that's what Adwick was telling them.
As much as I might need someone like you,
They don't sound very smart.
you clearly know more than him. You have not yet relayed to me the cost of these portals. And I would need to know, considering the fact that the entire reason why I'm here is to find this damn thing. An entire community of my people depend on it. And maybe the other one as well. Maybe even the one he comes from.
Do I understand that?
To work with things such as these will most likely result in death, either of yourself or those that you care greatly about.
And even without it would also result in death. So we are in a point of a need to act nonetheless. I would not turn from this mission.
I only warn you. There's so much about these that you are not being told about.
One important, one many people. I
What did you lose?
do not understand, but Archway bad must not use. Not.
That I agree with.
Empire.
The potential benefits do not outweigh
Empire
the terrible costs.
use Archway. Yes?
We don't
It has
know
never
that for
been
sure.
confirmed, but it has been assumed.
Fucking confirmed means. Confirmed? I not know this word.
We have never seen or heard of them doing this for ourselves.
You. Empire use. Yes. No. Maybe?
Yes,
stand there,
no,
she hides it from me.
unsure.
Maybe that was more forthright.
I do not.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We do not know.
Not know. Maybe. Okay. Thank you. Dhuros must go. If land do speak yes with me wish help.
I will see what I can do. But just now, I do not wish to be involved with this matter. I have already given far more.
Dhuros, danger. Mess with Arch. Danger. Dhuros, kind. No want danger.
Dhuros knows.
Careful. Careful.
Dhuros knows. Dhuros kind. Understand.
I cannot stop you if you choose to pursue these yourself.
Where the fuck did that come from?
But I would advise you to perhaps stop while you are able to, before you are no longer in control of your own path forward. The people that seek this knowledge
I don't know how to
will
react to
always
that.
want more.
Makes no
no
sense to me.
matter who they have to hurt
Yes.
or leave behind.
Dhuros,
Get it.
the Archway. Mirin, no. King, no. Not forget. Never forget.
Be wary of those that do not speak frankly, Dhuros.
I felt like I had less lies coming from Mirin, if I am honest. Thank you for speak with Dhuros this day. I go. Be safe.
You all have safe travels.
Nice
I intend to.
meeting you.
I would ask the same of you.
Thank you. I go. Thank you.
You have not yet answered my question. What is it that you lost?
She was constantly speaking in big words, talking in circles. It didn't give us nearly as much information as Myron. Myron is way more likely to know if the Empire are up to something than she is by dint of being one of the King's men. This is someone who has activated a portal. This is very much a case of a pot calling the kettle black. Even though I didn't understand large chunks of that conversation, the reason was because she didn't speak in a way that was clear. And given that she speaks with someone regularly who also doesn't speak the language well, that felt intentional. I honestly think that Mirren is more trustworthy. That's insane, right? This random creature, this fake goddess, comes forwards, claiming that she's activated relics, saying that she can do it at a great cost, but nobody else can, even though we know that everybody else is doing it in the world. Everybody's telling me Mirren's not trustworthy. Yeah. This is some deep fucking heresy, and they're not helping their own selves.
Think that's doing anything with it, regardless of how careful.
Damn straight, Dhuros is stood from a distance judging here. I'm looking at Kedus because he's my kinsman.
That is fundamental to use.
But she gave me no answers and asked for lots in return.
It is quite often that what you lost
I came here offering her help, this heretic goddess.
is one-way path. Once it has been walked, you will not be able to go back.
And though she seems to share in my concerns, one of the two of us have never activated one of them. She said she felt something terrible when she looked upon the runes. How the fuck did you activate one of these things without looking at the runes? The runes have turned up everywhere that these things have been mentioned. You knew that thing was bad when you looked at it. Fucking elves.
How they are to be used. Very confidently for one into an abyss of knowledge beyond which anyone should ever touch.
Did I hear that? Come on, rolls. Fuck's sake. The dice don't want me to get on with this Dryad, do they? I don't think this is a dark side debacle. I think she's full of shit.
How many bodies are you willing to step over to get the knowledge?
This is a creature of the forest. And her house looks like that. I don't know that's her house, obviously, but, you know, the fact that we meet by the swamp is interesting.
So you'd rather kill them and more. That seems like a good idea.
How big a hole are you digging, Ketis? And then that impertinent little upstart thinks he can come and tell me what I should and shouldn't do with my own bloody heritage. How do people not understand that these things aren't going away? It's too late for these things to be forgotten. The people of Ledford came and told everyone under the sun what it was they were doing. Even if we ignore the Empire, they're the people who didn't keep this thing safe, not us. I go into the city, and I meet Myron, yes, but everyone treats me kindly, even the fucking guards. I come out into the forest, and everyone and their fucking mother couldn't be less trustworthy if they tried. And it sounds very much like Ketis is calling them out on their bullshit. Ketis, behind you.
We'll continue this conversation again another time. I'm tired of being lied to.
When you go back to Mir, I'm sure he will not lie. You consider that truth being told you is lies because you choose not to want to believe it.
You chose to withhold the truth, Yindel. It's not my doing.
What say you, son of Dorseth?
Faceless warnings.
I ask them to use smaller words, and yet she continues to use these strange terms.
Faceless warnings, Dhuros. They plan to steer us away from this thing and tell us nothing about what it is that what endangers us in this mission.
Did I understand correctly that she was telling us not to use these Archways when she has so readily made one herself? Or
Yes.
used one herself?
She speaks of it as a point of experience.
She
As if
presumes to
By
tell
experience
us
should
this
be a warning
fake
to us.
heretic goddess wishes to tell us what to do with the artifacts of our own culture.
I don't care about any god or goddess or whatever it is that those are.
Well, according to
One
Relin,
way
you
or
just
another.
first one according to them. You see the way they flock around this one.
I don't know what she is.
I think she is a liar.
She's hiding something. She's not lying. She's not. She's just not forthright.
I do not understand these people's way of thinking. Relin was the same. Kidas, you are a nobleman. You will understand this well. The Archways, what they could do. What king, what ruler, what honest man could say that they could turn down such a prize? She is from Ledford. It is not our fault that people are out in the streets talking about Archways. It is them. They who traveled here. They who have run about telling even Relins, people that they have never met, that is how they come about the place. And now they expect us to just leave this alone. They expect the king to leave this alone and just be buried. This is not foolishness. This is idiocy.
If they want the lives of all of our people to be on their hands, and so be it.
Even as we speak, the Empire is using these Archways, our heritage, to commit genocide upon children. I said this to Relin this very morning. Do people think that these soldiers will forget? Do they think the kings will forget their families, their children? All of these things. Who is more likely to know if the Empire are using Archways? Some random woman in the forest with leaves growing from her head, or a king's servant? I have no doubt that they all spin their own lies, but this is not just lying. This is foolishness. This is rejection of the very principles of reality.
It is dangerous. They are dangerous.
They are. I came to them with the honest offer of help, to see if there was something else that they had learned. I thought that maybe, because she had activated a portal in the past, she may have been witnessed something of the same. You answer me this, Kidas. She says she see this picture, this rune, which is most likely to be this battery word, whatever that means, that Mirin has seen in the past. How do you reckon it is that she activated another archway without seeing countless more of the same runes?
She had mentioned. I had asked her several times what it was that she lost, and she decided not to answer. Only in riddles did she answer, and at one point she asked me back.
Yes, this
how many lives I'm willing to lose.
Not understand. You ask her about the price, and she would not tell you. Surely, if the price is so terrible, and she wished for us not to use these things, she would tell us. She would say, this was the price. I had to do something terrible, cut off my own arm, whatever it may be, to use these things. The fact that she did not tell us, a price so terrible it would dissuade us from using these portals, tells me that she is guilty. How else can I read this, Kidas? Why would why, if she did not wish us to use these archways, would she not tell us this terrible cost? You would have thought at least if it were a lie, she would make something up.
He is not the only one that knows.
We should ask Mirin this.
Do you think she was taking it easy on me? Probably.
Agreed.
I was asked by
Keep
him
an eye on these two.
earlier this day to find Raylan and meet him at the Archives. I do not suppose you would be so gracious as to join me in her stead. I feel you have most knowledge on this.
I am surprised he did not ask for my... I have to keep a closer eye on him. It once again made it clear that he is not the one leading this expedition, and yet he is passing information behind my back.
I do not know his reasoning, and I would not guess. The longer I stay upon this land, the more I learn of the lies of the landers. Though, there are good people amongst them. I have met them. I fear they spend their lives in such fear. They do not know which way the enemy truly lies. But there are good people. Loretta, this butcher, a man, he offered to help me with shoes for no help at all. Cost it all. These people are worth saving. They are here, but I fear that this corruption, whatever it is, be it from this heretic goddess or from whatever it is that Mirin has broken his own mind with, I fear that we will never get them to see this truth on this. But one thing I hold to be totally true, above all else, now the potential of these portals have been discovered, these archways. It is folly to think that they will ever be ignored again.
And it is our job to make sure that whatever it is that does awaken them or use them is doing so in a way that would not destroy everything around it, yes?
Yes, that is my thinking exactly. I sought to speak to you on this very matter. As it stands at present, our choices are as follows. We live now and let them wreak countless destruction upon this land. We stay here and live as their tools, or we ally ourselves. We make a statement. We say that, no, we will not let our legacy be used to commit these genocides. We will help you. And if you trust us, we will be able to do so in a way that is safe for us all. Who knows what we could learn of our own past in doing so, with the king at our back. The expeditions that we could mount to other sites across this realm. Think about the way it could tie our people, our houses, the council, to this king upon the land, of the trade, of the value. I spoke to Leyland on this matter this very morning, and she has made friends. She is in fear. She has exactly the same thought as this heretic woman. She thinks that only bad things will come of it. Shares this naive belief that if she turns her eyes and the world ignores this phenomenon, then it will all be forgotten. You and I know better than that. I have asked Raylan to make this decision for me, for I still believe there is something within the woman. I have said this is what I believe. And I have said, I will not betray you, and I will not. For I am still a Triton, even if she believes she is not. But I would have you know my mind on this. That, if all is well, or if we are forced to it, or by vision, or by any other proxy, I am brought more knowledge on this matter. I will be standing before the king, and I will be pledging my allegiance to him, so that I may be guiding him on his efforts this way forth. That is what I believe the best course of action is at this time.
It is bold, I suppose. Even for you.
It is a small matter for a man of
You
faith.
pledge allegiance.
But be careful now.
I would not readily pledge
It looks like someone comes upon one of those strange beasts. It would not do well to look like ruffians by the side of the road. It could be that they head to the swamp to find this. I do not like these creatures.
I learned what that thing's not too long ago. They have a lot of them up here.
That they do.
And it is.
I suppose we may as well try and convince them to give up them as well while they are at it, the same way that they would ask us to give up our seahorses. That any thinking man could honestly think these archways would just simply be forgotten by the wayside. I cannot get my head around it. Earlier in the town,
But the more I talk to Miranda,
I saw that man, I think.
the more I realize
He was sending men in the same direction as I believe Relin once went. It is possible they go to incarcerate her now. I must return to the water for a short time. My skin is dry. It might be worth us following on and seeing if there is anything to be found. I will never
I will
get...
say at least. The more I talk to Miranda, the more I realize him and I are not too different after all.
That is most strange. And high praise from one such as
That is what I
yourself.
thought as well. The way he talks of this Redford and the decisions he had to make was that which not many would understand, and that they may shun him for it. And in his mind,
Watch out.
and in reality, it might have been better for everyone. Not understanding is not enough if you are not willing to share the knowledge, and yet he was willing. Edel was not.
If they are after Relin, it is curious that they would not ask us where they are to be found.
Strange. I know one of these ones. The one on the left, the short one. It tends to the lands. She also seek out rain.
Thank you for churros. I appreciate that. Or is it churros? I don't even know what a churro is. Is it like a Mexican thing?
At least. That man on the beast. Probably the most rotund man I've ever seen here.
I think it is best that you keep thoughts like that to yourself.
He's not going to understand. Do you think he knows our language?
It is bad form, I do not doubt to
I worry about him if he were to try to take a dip in the lake.
I worry for that
He might
creature.
sink like a rock.
Now I have seen more of him, I feel a certain kinship with the beast.
Where is he going?
It definitely looks like he is headed for a ring around the water.
Like, I'm not being obstinate, am I? Like, the Ledford guys make no fucking sense. Like, no fucking sense at all. Like, they've been outwardly blabbing about these portals. Am I being, like, too harsh, or what?
I wonder. Might he be one of these people's nobles?
Yes, it is easy to tell them by the dress. They wear many furs, despite the warmth of the sun. It is a status.
I am surprised. And yet...
It is a peculiar feat of strength, I agree. Look how much I can sweat.
Most of these landers really cannot make enough coin to feed themselves this much.
I cannot say I am particularly far behind them on that front. What do you do for money?
Myself?
Yes, what do you do?
Well, I did not have a regular job like most of them in the town do.
That we are similar.
Sometimes, well, I deal with as little of the coin as possible. I found a pouch of 15 copper not long ago in a tree. Apparently someone had lost it.
The most curious place to find coin.
Besides that, the guard gave me 5 coins after taking 3. Probably realized my mistake.
Well, there it is. Are you determined to, not... I hope you are not carrying that map with you still. I dare say you should be able to find your way across town.
It is to make sure.
Yet more of those strange cloaked elves in the trees.
It's hard to tell.
It once again looks like that Servit. It is the same garb I saw her in when she was called out by Mirin that one time.
Hey.
Curious that Mirin's servant has been seen in 2 places where we have been found. Would you not agree?
Like I said, I'm going to be keeping my eye on that one.
I dare say we will not have much of a choice.
One bit. Yes, she is Mirin's servant after all, is she not?
That she is. This water does not like being sat in.
It is a lake, but the tides, they flow quite high.
That they are.
There it is, see? Out and back.
The waves are quite something for the size of the water. It is not surprising that you wished to find something here.
I wonder if it is because that one jumped into the water once.
It would not surprise.
I kid.
I understand. Hey, see if I can find a way to lie. A curious little outing to survey his kingdom, I am sure.
Yeah, Leek, you're absolutely on it. It's such a potent power, and none of them know what they know about.
Do not blame me.
Any sight of water is a blessing in these parts.
Yes.
I am ever grateful for the cave. I cooked today. in news less dire.
How did that go?
It was good.
Same as the underwater event?
It was similar. Much drier. But there was this water-like substance that came from it when it was cooked. It was quite delicious. You simply put it next to the fire, you see, not on the fire, but on a stone close, and watch for it to change color. I had this pork the other day that Loretta bought for me, and I waited until the color was the same, and I said it is quite easy. It is nice to know that not all things about...
Loretta taught you this?
No, I was the butcher. He was most helpful. And a dwarf, I believe, one of the shorter fellows, without the hood, a brown beard. He was good to me.
The butcher. He had told me that Raylan was with You talked about the party. She left with it.
This was something that I did not mention. Raylan saw me within the town, and she went and hid. I have never given her reason to hide from me. She ducked behind the building, were it not that she was summoned out by someone who was walking close behind. I would have missed her entirely if it were not for the force. I was hoping to catch up with her while I was there, but... well... this visitation is most dire. I do not know if I should tell Mirin about these runes. I am no expert in these arts, but the word path would strike me as quite important.
He did have runes on his desk, did he not? It might be, if there is a parallel, it might be drawn.
I do not know that we have learned the word path before. I am quite certain of it, in fact. Terror of the Deep, maybe. Path, no. He told me that, or so Raylan said, he told me he had no runes left to translate. I wonder if that is true.
I have no reason to trust that he is hiding too much, at least. He's keeping his cards close to his chest, but given enough.
Oh, it is like I say to Raylan, I tell her that, it is elves, they think they know so much. They always think they know better.
Yes. So I said to him, the first day I met him, he's very much like the rest of his family. Very much.
Do you know his family? I did not believe I got the surname.
Well, I don't know if I know his family in particular. Maybe I do, but I stayed for a while in the forests to the south with the elves as I was traveling up to here. I know many of them, and I know that his family is within this, whatever they called it, house. I believe it was Sirale or something like that.
We could ask him again. I feel much better for even a short dip in the water. It is not as I would like, but it will do for now. We should make the most of these hours. That is, unless they are busy getting their gods to throw down every Triton and peasant both. Like they were the last time we were in. Did you ever learn what that was about, or were they simply after Raylan?
They were trying to find a dagger of some sort.
It is a...
Even that I talked about.
That was a lot of guards for a single
Raylan was
dagger.
Yes.
And a lot of
Raylan
anger
was
at
not
that.
The one that, not the one that they ultimately took in for the theft.
Was it Mirandel's dagger?
I believe so.
So, one moment they are raising the entire town, pulling out the entire garrison, with all of the metal and the swords, trying to find this man's dagger. The next, they are raiding his very archive, and holding a sword to our backs. What is with these people?
I do not know. All I know is that he is useful.
Oh, I forgot my shirt. No, there is that one man who walks around so much. Hey. Here we go. Much better. I forget to eat. And I am sorry. You know, I was so tied up in events that I forgot to eat yesterday. And this day I am forgetting to dress myself.
Your mind is not in the right place.
I think my mind is exactly where it needs to be.
Perhaps that condition, starving yourself, might have been the trigger behind your vision.
That it could be. No.
Well, don't make a habit of it. You might find yourself floating on the surface of the water.
That I might. Did that man say he lived in the trees?
He did. Random trees. Apparently he could take any and make it his home.
A strange life.
All life here is strange.
Either that or the man was simply lying. Or I have reason to doubt everything else they say. You seem to leave shouting at each other, or at least raised in tone.
They do not realize what they are withholding, and what it might cost the world. Or at least our people. They're not ready to have it on their hands.
Would that I would be so lucky to be so short-sighted. An unusual trait for a goddess.
I do not think they're a goddess.
Yes, I have much the same thought.
Cannot imagine that. I cannot understand it.
You look like you're gonna get a sunburn. Be careful. You look like my sister when she fell in a fucking ditch. You fucking lose your shucks.
I do not. Was quite fast. What did he say?
I don't fucking know.
A curious accent.
Sounded like those, what are they called? You know, the little... We have a festival, you probably do not have it there, we have a festival once a year. I believe they are... small, pink... They sound exactly like that, high tones.
You are speaking in tones I do not understand.
Velilato. Maybe you do not have it around your part of the ocean.
The large one again.
Not maybe.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice seeing you again. I find it strange that you believe that man on a horse was, the largest man you ever saw. I dare say that,
Not largest, but most rotund. He
what
looked
is
the closest to
with
a
this
ball.
man? Is
Dare
this...
say if you eat any less, you become like him.
I believe that may be the case. Oh.
Careful.
Nice seeing you again. It is okay. Dhuros knows not everyone speaks so well. Hi, my name is Dhuros. Nice to meet you. You are Leadfoot? I speak many from Leadfoot. You same?
No.
Oh.
I come from the north, from Haloth.
From Haloth. I do not know this place.
Much like Baylor.
Oh, the butcher.
Do you know Baylor then?
You... These people from...
Yes.
The
Both from the same place.
Leadfoot people, you... Dhuros meet them. Very strange.
I suppose it would do us more good to understand which is which.
You... think same?
Ledford is not in Haloth.
No.
Haloth is far to the north.
You meet people from Leadfoot?
I do not think he knows.
A
moment.
Sorry.
I do not believe he knows what you're talking about.
Oh, sorry.
I have met people from Ledford, yes.
Dhuros speak many from Leadfoot seem strange, no?
The people of Ledford have suffered greatly.
Oh, suffered.
I do not know the details.
Not know why? Okay.
I know very little, but I do know that they wish to be left up.
I understand. Dhuros thinks, sorry, I just wished to, I wish to help.
Why would that be?
That is all. Good.
They've only ever been
Nice seeing you again.
used to helping hand. Why would they care to segment themselves out so much?
Dhuros help you?
Dhuros, what makes you strong?
What? Make... strong.
This one values strength in a very, how do I say it, specific way. I do not think he is one that could be helped very easily.
Faith makes Dhuros strong. Dhuros thinks this is the word. Like Mithrax. I think Dhuros has much to do. I wish to help.
If you wish to help anyone, then it must find your strength. What your faith gives you. You use that strength. It is your responsibility
Dhuros,
to help the weak.
Understand duty. You have duty. You have duty too? As well?
I am strong. So yes.
You are strong. Thank you. I see you around. Goodbye. Oh, Relin. Relin. Have what? Alia. Sorry, I speak to so many people, I do not remember which I am speaking. I hope this is me learning, yes? We have many conversations to have. Earlier in the town, you were hiding from me. I would not have seen you were it not for the stranger who walked by and moved off in your direction. What was the reason?
Hiding from you?
I was moving towards the tavern, and you ducked behind the building.
Oh, it must have been a mistake. I was not hiding from you at all.
Really?
It was probably I
have much to tell you
probably
this
trying
day.
to tie my boots or something.
I have had another vision.
Okay.
But I was not meditating this time. Really, I was in the middle of the town. The kind people there were sorting me out with food, telling Dhuros about cooking, and sorting me out with shoe. And I was not... This is not like the other times. I focused, but I know there was no focus at all. I saw an image of an eye, and then two runes. In the words, terror of the deep and path. I went to this Dryad that you speak of. Oh, hello?
Excuse me.
Sorry, is something wrong?
Can we help you?
Do you speak common?
Yes, I do.
Did you see a large Bjorning here a moment ago?
A what?
A large Bjarni?
A very tall man.
Yes,
Oh,
I don't know. where he
big
went.
man?
Oh, it's a cool.
Yes.
Grey hair.
That way.
Yes.
Very tall.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again. But what am I saying? I thought that given what you had said, I went to find the Dryad. I met Shushu, the elf who I had met before. He brought them to me. I met with Kidas and we went to speak to this Dryad. Lilin, I do not know what they have told you, but I feel this Dryad is someone most terrible indeed. The
What
things,
do you mean?
the things they say, they did not add up. Kidas can speak with for me. He was there as well, understanding what I could not. But from the very tone, the things they would not tell us, the inconsistencies in that which they said, it was most strange. Kidas, you understood.
What was it that they said?
They talked of being able to open these archways we've been talking about for so long. They talked of there being a cost, and not being willing to divulge what that cost was, as if doing so would be some sort of detriment to us. Even if
Well,
the
there is
lives
a
of all our
cost.
people were at stake.
Really?
Yes, there is a cost.
They would not
Thank you
tell
for
us.
enlightening me in the same way that the Dryad did.
They will not.
The rest of them. Every one of them that lives in that swamp knows what the cost is, and they are willing to
Really,
keep their
I
mouth shut.
do not wish to come across as too alarming or anything, but they were strange. I went to them to help. I wanted to know if they were safe. I thought that maybe if there was something that had broken out within the town, then I would know of it. I would hear the screaming or the noise. I went out to the woodland and checked to see if this person was safe. She knows of these archways. It could be a problem, and you had introduced them as a friend. We go out there and we are met with nothing but suspicion. They say that we should
That's
not.
understandable.
They mean to tell us what to do with our own heritage. This woman who claims to be a goddess.
How
And-
do you even know if it is Triton?
What else could it be? What other cultures would you know that are capable of such a feat? And why would it be in the lost cities if it were not
But there
Triton
are
in
lost
origins?
cities underground too. They're everywhere.
And you do not know that there
The,
was...
the catastrophe
I
that
do believe they are the same caliber as ours.
This is not
the
the matter.
catastrophe that
You
destroyed
really
the lost
think them
cities is
so
the
high?
same catastrophe that destroyed the cities on land. It was not a catastrophe in the lost cities. It was everywhere. What happened to the lost
what are
cities
you
happened
talking about?
all over.
We know this. But it is the matter of the... This is beside the point. I doubt our scholars have wondered about this for countless years. We are not to come to a consensus on this today, but what I can tell you is that this person knew. They were telling us, do not go for the Archways. Do not get involved. So we asked them, if it is so terrible,
Understandably so.
what is the problem? What is the cost? And they would not tell us. Now, Rilin, if I am telling you not to put your hand in the fire, I tell you it is hot. If for whatever reason I do not want to tell you it is hot, I make something up. I
You
say,
are starting to sound like Mirandol.
what is that supposed to mean?
And how is that so bad?
You want
He is more
to
forthright
understand
than
more about
Dryad.
these things, but you don't know what you are dealing with. You are. This is magic.
and he's been
Magic
more
that
helpful.
things that are.
Everything she said was a
What, are you
lie.
seeking power?
I do not doubt
No.
that Relin, I do not doubt that Mirin is lying to us, but I do not doubt also that this Dryad is lying to us as well. They said that they saw one rune, Relin, on a drawing much the same as Mirin has showed myself, if not the same one. And yet they say they activated one of these archways. How do you think they activated an archway without seeing another of these runes? Why would they lie? Why, if they had seen this rune and knew it was terrible, would they then go and activate an archway full of them? Why, if they had seen, as she had seen, by her own words, a deep one or something like it come out of a portal, would she play with it again?
It was their only way out. They used it as an escape out of Ledford.
Are you going to make excuses for them, Raylan?
This is what happened, and you are confused. You are wanting to seek out these things that
And
you
where
don't
are
know
you
what they
learning
are,
this
and
from?
you don't even.
Everyone is lying to
You
us.
don't know what these things are. You don't know. There are these seals, and there are these archways, and there is... What else?
What is this seal
What
you speak
else
of?
is there?
What else do you know that you have not told us? This is the first anyone has spoken the word seal in my presence.
Apparently, I am not the only one who has touched one of these runes, and they have faded, releasing things.
Relin, I am
There is
looking
someone else
for the best
who
way that I can to help these people, and everyone tells me a different story, and now you are withholding things from me as well?
I am not. I'm trying to explain it to you. I am saying, right here. Listen. There was someone else on land in their group when they went to look at these portals. There were the runes all over the ground. She touched them, and as soon as she touched them, they faded, and these creatures were released. These guardians or something. The drow girl.
Sheravith, yes. I think that is
But
her name.
don't be spreading this kind of knowledge. This is... We don't know what we're dealing with.
Relin,
And
answer me this.
this same kind of magic was the thing
Listen
that
to me
destroyed
for one moment.
civilizations.
One moment, please.
Okay.
Who is it who is spreading the news of these portals? I have spoken to you of my fears that once these things are decided, once they are out in the open, they are never going away.
Excuse me. You would never have seen the large Bjorning woman come past here at any recent time, would you?
Big woman, yes, go to, this...
there she is, thank you.
Goodbye. Who is it who is spreading knowledge of these archways? Who was it who decided that they would tell a stranger in this land? Yourself.
I understand.
Why is it that everyone in this land... They are the people preventing this from going away, not us. We are looking to help, to see if we can guide them, or stop them, or at least verify that they know what they are doing. You know I can read things. All I want to do is make sure they are safe. That is all I have wanted for anyone. I go to the town, they are good people. One of them offers me his own shoes. Another guides me with no payment at all to the butcher to speak to them people. There are good men and women in this city. Yet every time I speak to someone from Leadfoot, all I get is more lies. Lies and this strange belief that for some reason, though there are allegedly armies walking through these archways, that if we ignore it, everything will be fine. Nothing will be fine, Relin. I am just looking for the best way to help. I wish to help you. I wish to help Kidas. I wish to help everyone here. Yet all I get is lies and cold stares. I am not your enemy.
I just fear that in search of a temporary solution, in search for
temporary.
But what if, in the sense where you are looking to utilize these to help with things, you're looking to learn about them more and become better with it? What if it just causes what happened centuries ago to happen again? This destruction. We don't know why it happened.
Relin.
And until we do, why are we dealing with such magic that could destroy everything?
People are dealing with this magic. I do not presume to know better than my ancestors, though I know that the Deep One himself spoke to me just in the market square, just this very day, to let me know runes. Path. I do not know of this magic, but I can assume that path is important. as is terror of the deep. Why would our God teach us such things if this was not his task for me? Now I know the rune. I know terror of the deep. I know what this rune looks like. I could write it down. I could identify it. If one of them was on a portal nearby, I could see that and I could go, no, this is bad. That is knowledge no one has had before. I refuse to stand by and not prevent this catastrophe. In the same way that I will not stand idly by whilst genocide is committed with our heritage. You say, how do I know it is Triton? I would not know. In truth, it is a leap of faith. And that is all it is. But I ask you this, Relin. If it turns out that it is not Triton, and it is some other rune from some other civilization that we have somehow not heard of, would that make our inactivity any better? It is okay that Dhuros Umarsath stood by while genocide was committed because it wasn't his ruins.
You have to
You're
keep
right,
in
I
mind,
understand.
whatever the origin of this thing is, it still endangers our people. Regardless of what it does up here, even before you think about that. I know you don't care as much because you...
You think I don't care?
I don't
All I'm
think you
saying
don't
is
care.
I understand your... I understand your point, but... I don't know. It's dangerous and we don't know what we are dealing with, that is all. But... Yes. I
If you're
think you could
pressing
help.
on.
Relin, the decision is still yours. You know my mind on this matter. And I would
I have
not go
already
back on
spoken
my
to my
promise to you.
Mirandal wants to work with you. Not for you to work with Falgraith, but to work with you.
Who is Falgraith?
Someone not to be trifled with. But I have a warning. Mirandal is... He doesn't always have a soul. Emotions. If you can be a hand that studies him, that keeps him tethered down to humanity or to a soul, empathy, I think things might not turn out terrible.
That is what priests do.
He is the one following me.
It will be fine, Relin. The Deep One has spoken to me. He has reached out and given me
I just
guidance.
hope I am not sending you to your death. But yes, if you decide to speak to Mirandal, he is willing to work with you.
Then I shall do just that.
He has no choice in the matter.
If we are all in agreement.
No choice.
If he... Well, I made it very clear to him that I am the one leading this expedition. If Dhuros would like to come, and I believe he would be useful, then he is coming.
You say you are the one leading the expedition, but
Yes.
I fear it is really Falgraith. He is a puppeteer.
Faceless leader. I doubt he is leading this. Because I am.
In that case, then thankfully you both speak the same language. And hopefully Dhuros can provide the same sort of insight to you as he could Miranda.
I would not go to this and make such a bold decision whilst our blood is still high. I would sleep on this, and then we should reconvene come tomorrow. If we all still believe this is the best choice, we will make our decision then.
Yes, we have had many times of wanting to reconvene in the morning by the lake, and not having found one by the lake.
I have spoken with Raylin on the lake this very morning.
Very well.
Oh, by the way, I put two, I think they are like raw pork. Raw, this is a word they use. That is by your tent. I could not take it under the water, but I cooked it and it was quite good. So, that is there if you want it.
Is the pork cooked or is it uncooked?
It is, he put it in this, it was like a shell, but made of this cloth. And he said to eat tomorrow.
Thank you.
I would like to try cook again, so maybe I could...
Yes, you can use the fire.
Thank you.
You can use...
That would be most good. It was quite nice. I am sorry for shouting. It is not every day one has a visitation from their own god. I should learn to handle myself better. It is unseemly, after all.
It's been a big day.
That it has. But nonetheless, I do not know what any of these people have to gain from these constant lies. But I think the least we can do is be honest with each other. I can promise you that, at least. I will wish you a pleasant rest of your day. Think well, and we will reconvene come tomorrow.
Yes, thank you, Dora.
I will have to thank that man for the boots. I don't want to go on a fucking mission, hell no. I'll fucking die, but I suppose I'll have to. I should not be shouting at Raylin. What good is it to shout at someone who is scared? Dhuros, you did badly. You are letting yourself get frustrated by these constant land lies, that you are shouting at your own kinsman. No, I am fucking... What is going on here? What is... thank you. I am surprised to learn. Even still. That she spoke to Mirindel about my intentions, as opposed to going over it herself. If even Mirandel is against this Falgrith, then perhaps that is a good sign. Yet, I cannot help but be bothered by these forest folk. What crime did they commit that is so terrible that admitting to it is worse than giving us a credible reason to not follow this path? Terrors of the deep. Path. Terrors of the deep.